Juanita, in Hebrew, it means gift of God. As I stand here today, it's hard for me to find the words that reflect my godmother's unselfish, incredible spirit. She was a woman of grace, strength, kindness, and need I say, style. In my youthful days, I was once told by an acquaintance that the mere idea of a godparent was ridiculous because there is no mention of godparents in the Bible. And while that may be true, the Bible does emphasize the importance of mentorship, spiritual guidance, and community responsibility in raising children. Goddie, Juanita said yes to the call of that duty when requested to do so by my beloved parents, the late Cornelius and Alice Hanfield Sr. There are so many personal stories of the way she made an impact on my life. I'll share a couple of them. The earliest and fondest memory of my interactions with Goddie takes me back to being 5 years of age. As you know, Goddie Juanita was an educator. She visited me after work one day and presented me with several boxes full of fat writing pencils, lined paper, crayons, erasers, books, puzzles, etc. I still remember the excitement I felt as I would soon enter kindergarten. Her kindness and thoughtfulness were grafted within me as a child. She always made me feel like a very important person. On spiritual guidance, in a recent visit to her hospital room, I thanked her for spiritual guidance. She looked a bit puzzled. I reminded her of a time in life I began to visit other SDA churches. My guide asked me, "What's wrong?" I shared with her my reasons and my issues. In addition, I told her I was listening to the sermons of a non-denominational pastor. It seemed harmless enough to me. Goddie didn't scold me, but it was the first time that I could remember ever seeing her forehead wrinkle in disapproval. She asked me the idea of who I was following. I told her, and her response, "Oh, I know him. He just gives those feel-good sermons." Soon I understood what she meant, and I dropped that habit. So I thanked her for that pivotal time in my life. Her response, "You're welcome, precious." On that Saturday, we closed out the Sabbath with a reading from the Little Red Book. Older Seventh-day Adventists among us would know what I'm talking about. After that, followed with prayer, and we sang "Day is Dying in the West." I want you all to know that she sang all the stanzas. I'll always cherish that. And just a bit of humor. Goddie called me precious, and she called me her God baby. After church had ended, I was approaching Goddie from her back, and I called out to her, "Goddie." And she turned around to face me and greeted me by saying, "There's my God baby." As we embraced, the voice of Yolanda snapped, "Nita, you still calling this old behind woman your God baby?" We all broke out in laughter. Just another interaction that keeps a smile on my heart, for we know that laughter is good for the soul. As I say goodbye today, I thank God for a reflection of Him bestowed to me in the form of my godmother, Mrs. Juanita Louise Farrington Morley. Thank you.